Hello friends, 안녕하세요. This is Satish and I am making a video after a very long time for this channel, and unfortunately I have not been able to update the website and upload more video lessons for last couple of months or maybe a year, I think, or more than that. I don't even remember. But during that period, I have been receiving messages from so many learners on the Facebook and even on the website requesting me to upload more new lessons. So I decided that I will start it again. One common request that I received in last couple of months is people requesting me to create lessons in Hindi. Actually, when I decided to produce lessons for Indian learners, I took a lot of time to reach the decision in which language to make the lessons. It was like a big dilemma. Should I make English in lessons in English or Hindi? But I thought that not everyone in India speaks Hindi. Like there are so many people in especially the southern part of India or in the northeastern part of India who don't speak English or Hindi, or who can't even understand Hindi, and they still want to learn Korean language. So I thought that maybe I should create content in English, and I should just take some references from Hindi or Indian languages in between the lessons, and while explaining the grammar patterns or pronunciation, maybe I can take help of Hindi. But overall I thought that it will be better to keep the language of the lessons English. But with time, I kept getting messages from people that why don't you create lessons in Hindi, it will be more helpful. And personally also I think that Korean language is much more closer to Hindi or any other Indian language for that matter than to English or other European languages. So I just gave a lot of thought to this. Should I create content in Hindi? And I feel that that really can be a good idea, because see, if someone doesn't know Hindi but he is comfortable in English, there is already lots of content available on internet, on YouTube and everywhere else. So if you want some Korean language lesson in English, there is no shortage of it. There are hundreds and thousands of hours of videos already available. So if I am also creating the similar kind of content, another set of lessons in English, I'm not making much difference actually. But if I create lessons in Hindi, maybe I'll be helping a small set of people. Maybe I will not be able to reach all the Korean language learners in India, but whatever number of learners I'll be able to reach, maybe I can help them much better. So I have decided to create a set of lessons in Hindi. Maybe I will mix a little bit of English as well in the lessons, but overall I plan to keep the content of the lessons Hindi. And it's very difficult to find time to create content, create the text and the structure and curriculum, and then record the videos, modify them, and upload. It takes a lot of time. So I thought that why not take an existing textbook and just use it as a reference, and that will save me a lot of time. I can just take the content from there and I can just explain as a teacher, explain the content to the grammar patterns and everything else, like I do in a normal classroom if I teach in a university or something. Because if you teach in a language classroom, you don't create content and curriculum and everything. You are given a certain textbook and a certain structure of curriculum, and you just have to use your language skills and your teaching skills to explain that in a better manner. So I have decided to use a book that I really love, a book from Seoul National University. It's an old version of the Korean language textbook that they don't use now anymore. But personally, I just like that is my favorite Korean language textbook. I have learned Korean from that book in the beginning, I think, for 1 or 2 semesters when I was studying. So maybe I have that bias from there. But I think that's really a well designed book. And I have used that book to teach Korean to like so many students in the university as well as like in my private lessons. So I'll be using that book. It's the Korean language, Korean level 1 book from SNU. So if you just go to Google and search SNU Korean level 1, you will get the PDF of that book very easily. So I will suggest you to just download that PDF, and we will just follow that same book in this lesson series. I will start from chapter 1. I'll be skipping the alphabet part because I have already explained the alphabet, pronunciation, and all syllable structures and how to read words and all in the lessons. So I will just start from the first chapter where we start making sentences in Korean, where we start learning the Korean grammar and all. So if you follow this series of lessons from lesson 1, from the first lesson, which will be the next lesson, I think it will be very helpful to you. And like after a certain number of lessons, you will be able to speak Korean in your like day-to-day life, and like in common situations, like if you go to a restaurant or to a shop, and if you just are talking to a Korean friend over lunch or coffee or something, I think in those situations you will be able to communicate in Korean without any problem. So I think that it will be a very useful series. So if you are already like if you have learned Hangul, Korean alphabet, and if you can read Korean words and you can write them, then I think you can just subscribe to this channel and you can just follow all the coming lessons in a series. Just keep yourself updated, keep practicing, because I will explain the text and the grammar and all, but there will be exercises in the textbook that you'll have to do yourself, and the answer is also there in the PDF, so you can match the answers and all. So it'll be like a studying through a proper curriculum in a Korean language institute or an university, but only from home through self-learning through YouTube channel, but the overall process will be same. So I am very excited about this lesson series, and I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to help a lot many Korean language learners in India. So I will see you in the next lesson and in the first lesson of this series. Thank you.